Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. It's deadline day, Singy. The last chance for teams to load up or cash in.
Yeah, today it's all about finding that perfect match, Boog. And we all know these deals can make or break a season.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set. And pitching in this game, Cam Schaefer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with the runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And the pitch. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
You want to see a guy, he's working hard to try to fix it, but just not able to stay tall or either lay off the pitch. Either stay tall on the backside so that you can get on plane or just lay off of it up there, which it's hard for him to do right now.
Taylor Walls in the box now. No balls and a strike. Walls went deep in his most recent game. Hard hit right side. Over to Goldie. 2 away here in the top of the first. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Brandon Lau.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Yandy Diaz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. There's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High fly ball, right field. Stanton pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. Back for more from the Bronx. And on the hill, Joe Boyle. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Ben Rice, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering upstairs. That's a strike. And now 2-2. Line drive, caught. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. And a guy having a big year for him, Cody Bellinger.
Really an essential part of this lineup. Top 5 in slugging in the American League right now. He's putting up some pretty big power numbers, and when you can get that kind of production out of a player like this, tell you what, it's only going to make the team better as a whole.
Paul Goldschmidt, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
One down, base is empty. And that is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One out, base is empty. And there's a ball.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
The 2-2. Up the middle. Oh, wow. Nice play from his knees. The throw. And he'll be safe at first.
Batting third.
Well, this is unfortunate because it looked like it was going to be an awesome play, something we see on the highlights tonight and tomorrow. But you have to applaud the effort on the stop. And if you don't take care of the throw, it goes from a wow moment to one you regret really quick.
One down. Here's Cody Bellinger. Really looking good at the plate so far in the series with 5 hits and 11 at-bats. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Off the catcher and rolls away. And now a man into scoring position.
We're seeing some shakiness from the defense here in this inning. First an error and now a pass ball. They really need to clean it up and start taking care of the baseball.
One out and a runner at second. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, it certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Another solid power season. Swings and misses. 0-1. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Two on, 1 out. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Down and in, moved his feet. Two outs. And that one fouled off.
There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Two on, two outs. Swing, and he popped it up. And that is the inning. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score. Top of the second,
Leading
and now it's Brandon Lau.
The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Schaefer back to work. A little bit low. In the air, out towards left center. Slater makes the grab, one away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 13.
So up next, Junior Caminero. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. Just missed. That clips the zone. Strike one.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And that just misses. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Swings here and blasts one left field. And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw to second is offline.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Aranda with a homer in his last game. Caminero leads off second with one gone in the inning. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Just misses with that one.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next pitch misses outside, and that's ball two.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Got him swinging, and there's two down. And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Runner at second, two down here at the top of the second. And now the count is even. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. in the Bronx.
Leading off
And the batter
for
now,
the Yankees,
Ahmed Rosario.
the second baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
That one not close. Ball one. Fastball for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Lau sends it to first. And a quick out, number one.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Ryan.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. So 2 balls and no strikes. And another ball. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Man at first with one gone. And here is Austin Slater. Outside low. 1-0. Man at first, one away. Next pitch is outside.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe, swinging the bat well in the series. 5 for 12 so far. The shortstop takes the ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch in for a strike and a count 1-1.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And the next pitch is way outside. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
That missed by a lot. 1-1. McMahon on second. Slater at first. 2 out of the inning. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A 3-run shot. It's 3-0.
So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 1. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses. Going to count 1-2. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one ripped. And in one hops the wall.
All over that one right there.
Now
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And here comes Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Up and in. 1-2 to count. High drive, deep right field. That one on its way. It's a belly bomb. A 2-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-zip.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ground ball right side. And that's a fair ball.
Wastes no time there. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
So a man at first. And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. And that one is lifted in the air. DeLuca puts it away, and that is the third out of the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
DeLuca.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. DeLuca, 26 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. Ball one there.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Here's the catcher to hit, Nick Fortes, and that's a strike. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Fights it off, he'll see another. And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham settles under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Rays. It's 5-0. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, number 70.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Rosario stands in now, looks at that one inside. That's in there, and now it's even 1-1. And misses inside. Ground ball left side. throw offline. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Man at first, Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. He reached out a walk his first time.
McMahon.
Fastball for a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Rosario runs. Pitch misses in. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Man at second. And that is out of play. The 1-2. Now he breaks his bat. Caminero in plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
The left fielder.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Austin Slater stands in, and he chases a high fastball there. There's a swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that's in the dirt. And a ball evens the count.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Anthony Volpe. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. That one fouled off. That missed by a lot. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that one in the air center field. Settles under this one. Makes the catch, inning over. But they push across 1 run on no base hits, an error, and nobody left on. 3 innings complete. Yankees 6, the Rays nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Walls.
And there's a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early. Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Yankees up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
2 down, bases empty. Lau at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing for Tampa. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Right.
And ball 1.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Hard hit left side. Walls throws to first. And 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Paul.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 2. And that one clips the corner. And there's a ball. Out to center. In position. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cody.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball line to center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're headed to the 5th. Yankees 6, the Rays nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Junior Caminero.
Schaefer back to work. On the ground to the left. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Aranda batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swings through that one. One down, base is empty. To the right side. 2 up, 2 down. So digging in, Josh Lowe. Flied to right his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And that's too high. Next offering is in for a strike. Swung on, broken back, grounder to third. Barehand grab, and he beats it. He's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the left fielder, Johnny DeLuca. Just missed. Low off of first with 2 away. Check swing, no appeal, and now 2-0.
Whoa, recognize that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
In there at the knees, and a count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Stays alive. That one just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And they'll do it again. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. The Rays strand just the one. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. The other way, base hit, and they have their first hit since the second inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. His 22nd homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive, base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Number 70 done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
So
Rays,
out of the pen comes the right-hander,
number
Edwin Uceta.
63.
I think it's got to be a little tough
Edwin
coming in out of the pen when your
Uceta.
guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at first, nobody out. And now Ryan McMahon. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
0-2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Now batting the left
And
fielder,
stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Slater.
Slater.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Next offering way off the plate. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Rosario on the move. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Sends it across to first. Got him. Runner stays out of the double play by going on the 3-2 pitch.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Anthony.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 10-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Four runs already in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there. Coming back and let it back.
Man at second here with 2 away. And up next for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 3. Fought off foul. Rice on at second with 2 down. In the dirt, blocked. Man on second, 2 down. Next offering misses down and away. And it remains 2-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing a walk.
The designated hitter, Cody.
So 2 down. Cody Bellinger digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 10-zip. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for
We're back,
the New York
and they make a
Yankees,
change to start the 6th.
Number
the new
56.
pitcher, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
The catcher,
And stepping 4, in for the Rays, Nick Fortes. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Fortes, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking. Went back to the splitter, and it was effective.
Now batting.
And now the center fielder, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
The Rays with a lot of ground to make up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Grounds 1 to short. Tosses across to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The batter, number 6, shortstop Taylor.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor Walls. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Now 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Way out front for strike 2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Yankees 10, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Giancarlo Stanton. Fastball is outside. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Kevin Kelly warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Rasmussen getting loose as well. The 1-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Out of here. And they add a run. It's 11-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And that skips in the dirt. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Ahmed.
So up next, Ahmed Rosario. On the corner for a strike. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Over to Diaz. He's out.
The third baseman, number 24, Ryan.
2 down, base is empty. Stepping in, Ryan McMahon. And there's a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. 7th inning coming up. Back after this on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Fit? It's in and out of his glove. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Brandon.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Brandon Lau. Rip to third. Whips it to first. Lau out on the play.
The third baseman, number 13, Junior Caminero.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. There's the strike. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He circles the bases, and they're on the board. It's 11-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And You know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Aranda in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ball 1 there. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Pitching for the
We're
Rays.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kevin Kelly.
He doesn't get a lot of
Kevin
strikeouts compared to
Kelly.
other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Leading off
Down the left
for the
fielder,
Yankees,
Austin
the
Slater.
left fielder, Austin Slater.
Strike 1. Kelly. He's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
I think it's the deception in his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
DeLuca tracks it down for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to
The
put it
batter,
into
number
his
11.
highest gear
Shortstop,
and go a long way to
Anthony.
track that one down.
Volpe.
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And a foul ball. Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
To third. And it stays fair.
Now batting, the catcher, Ben Rice.
So back to the top of the order. Ben Rice, the next to hit. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 13-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like he was going to bend foul. He was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. The Yanks up big in this one. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Strike 2. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. That one way outside, and that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. So Goldie strikes out here. Bellinger up to
Now
hit.
batting, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
And a swing and a miss. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. We look ahead to inning number 8. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. We're at the top of the 8th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe.
Josh
Leiter back to work. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And he takes a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run. It's 13-2.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round tripper.
Here's the left fielder, Johnny DeLuca. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. To the right side, Rosario tosses to first out in the top of the 8th. And the batter now, Nick Fortes. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So man aboard. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Pitching for
out of the bullpen
Yankees.
for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
Number 41.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo.
Yeah.
Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
That's in there, 0-1. On the ground, 2 ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, shortstop Taylor Walls.
So first and second with 1 gone. And stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. And a foul ball. Pitch is in there. That's strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One out. Runners at first and second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Two on, two outs. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at second.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Brandon.
So digging in,
Loud.
Brandon Loud. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch just misses. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Fortes at third. Diaz on at first with 2 down. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 2. That clips a corner. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. Last half of the 8th coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Swings through that. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And now, Trent Grisham, right down the chute, strike one. Nobody out, runner at first. Next offering is fouled back. Right side, hard hit. One at second. Return throw to first, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Ahmed Rosario. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for the
We're
Yankees.
back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Luke Weaver.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
So digging in, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
And a strike. Weaver, a 6'2 righty, 185 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Headed towards the corner. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Grisham sizes this one up. And it's caught for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So man aboard. Now here is Josh Lowe. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the ninth. Next offering misses, and it's 2-2. And that one is inside. Three-two now. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Ground ball could be two. McMahon tossed to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
And the final 13-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.